Hey, what's up, YouTube family? I told y'all in my lateral or horizontal live stream that I'm gonna be recording some of me getting it in on the trusty treadmill, wearing the weight vest. That's what I'm doing right now, and just trying to work on getting this weight down. So, I'm just gonna be talking and walking, baby. Just trying to let you guys know what I'm gonna be doing to kind of like cut my weight down and what I usually do when I go in one of these modes. So that's about the full of it right now. So let me know if you hear. Oh man, mosquitoes coming in here already. If you hear, hit me up in the comments. Say hello. Like all I've been doing, and I'm doing these videos because I want to cut down about 18 pounds. And I'm doing these videos because I want to show y'all how I go about doing it. Um, I got a meniscus tear, so I can't really run. So I like to come on my treadmill, put it on. I like to jump on my treadmill. That didn't sound right. And get on my treadmill, get on a nice incline, and then just walk. And that's the whole of it. I don't worry about the speed, but as you'll see in a minute, I'm gonna be nice and sweaty, and I don't have to go crazy. I just want to I'm gonna slow this down for a second so I could actually set my watch, because I'm one of those people. Now that I had this watch for a while, if I don't set it, it felt like I didn't have my workout. Now, if y'all have any questions, every now and then I'm gonna jump off of the treadmill and come over there and talk to you. But I'm a personal trainer. This is the Usawa Fitness Garage Gym Review channel. The main thing that I do here on this channel is I review fitness equipment for your home, backyard, and garage gyms. But I'm a personal trainer. I also train a bunch of people. If you watch some of my videos, you'll see a lot of different people in a lot of the B-roll clips of my videos, because here on this channel, it's not just my opinion of what I think about this equipment, but the collective opinions of everybody you see in my videos, which is something I think is unique, because a lot of times as content creators, we just sitting up telling people what we think about a piece of equipment, but I get 20, 30 people to get on the machines, and they have all different type of opinions about things, and I integrate those opinions into my videos. So if you like content like that, make sure you subscribe, hit the alert, and do all the good stuff to make sure that you can check out content like this in the future. It looked like somebody may have already left a message. What I should have done was brought my phone in here so I could see the comments in there. But I don't see my phone over here anywhere. Let me check it real quick. It's just gonna make this easier for me. If I have it, yep, I do have it, because I see a comment. Getting on my trip. All right, Rex, you on it? Yeah, hop on there with me, Rex. We could both do this at the same time, man. I'm actually gonna log into this here so I can see. Rex was telling me yesterday I did a real dang, I just set the incline to 15. Now that's one thing about this treadmill. I'll tell y'all. I'll give y'all a little mini review on this treadmill while we're doing this too. But one of the things about this treadmill is that when it's got incline and decline positions as well as speed right here in the handles. And sometimes you'll put your hand down on that handle and end up changing the speed or the incline. Not that big a deal, but it's something to consider if that kind of thing annoys you so much. Honestly, for me, it is what it is. I ain't tripping on it too much. All right, so I pulled up this live stream. Now let's hit the chat. Trying to see if I could see. Nope, that's not going to help too much after all. I was trying to see if it was going to allow me to see the chat so I don't have to jump off and go over there and figure out if somebody was leaving a comment or not. But it's all good. Like I said, y'all, I'm just going to show y'all over the course of a few months how I'll trim off a bunch of weight. The biggest thing to remember is you don't need some goofy new designer drug. Everybody, a lot of people are opting for that route, and that route is guaranteed to work. All right, and we already know. I mean, I don't know if I want to say guaranteed, but it's most likely to work. But I'm like, okay, at what expense? I mean, I got a whole garage gym in here, and I love to work out. And I let my weight balloon up. Now I gotta do what it takes to get it down. And it's just like it's like, to me, finding this new drug that could be dangerous to your body is no different than, cutting corners at work. You know what I mean? Like, oh, okay, I got this job and they expect me to fill up these 50 bags of sand and set them all at 20 pounds. And you set it at, you fill them up and you only put 15 in each one. And then they go to try to save a structure and the whole structure go down because they planned on those bags being 5 pounds heavier each. It's just a shortcut. I'm like, that's weak to me. I get it. It's weak to me because the way I perform. But I can't, blame others for how they perform or how they think about doing things like this. But I'm just speaking on the fact that I know that this safe route is equally as effective. It just takes work. And I ain't never wanted to shy away from hard work. I just, I mentioned this the other day in my live stream. I take a lot of pride in being and working hard, which is not always a positive. All right, there's bad parts to being, overly sensitive to the way you are perceived, so that you wind up being a workaholic. And sometimes I'm considered a workaholic. I had this beautiful girl that I really liked. And we were hanging out when I first met her and we were doing all this fun stuff. And then at one point she said, I don't know if you have enough time for me. And it came out of nowhere. We was having a good time, But I think maybe I was talking about work and that kind of thing. And she, what's that noise? Sorry. And I looked at her and I had to think for a minute about what she said based off of what I was doing in my life at the time. And I'm like, you know what? You're right. And we swung back a couple years later, but it must have just been one of them kind of things because it ain't work out. So in honor of John Graves Jr. of Home Gym Life, I like to say I'm single. Hey man, I'm figuring out a way to work that. I did not purposely work that into this conversation, but John gave me so much of a hard time about that I just had to take it there. He always talking about, I mentioned in every video how I'm single, which I'm not. I'm just talking about my kids, stuff like that, I guess. It's all good. It's funny to me. So I already been on here for 8 minutes, burned 46 calories according to this. And this is just my cardio workout. And later on today, I'm going to do a bunch of hang cleans. I wanted to do that yesterday. I didn't. So today, this afternoon, I'm going to start off with just a warm up variations into a hang clean. And I'm going to do a bunch. I love hang cleans. And just in case anybody check in, don't follow how I do them because I don't do them perfectly, but I do them in a way that I don't injure myself or anyone else. But I can't get my elbows up high enough. I went to see a coach about it last year, and we only had a session, and I couldn't get it there. So at some point, I want to be able to master that movement a little bit better than I currently have it. But, you know, it'll happen in time. Yeah, so talking about my setup, I got this, this is called the Run Incline Treadmill. And I've had this one for a few months now. It's a great treadmill. It works out perfectly for what I'm doing. It will, I think, I forget how fast this one goes up to. It's been a while. I don't never run it fast like that because I'm always walking. I think it goes to like a 15 incline and maybe like a 9-10 speed, whatever. But I do have a video on it that'll give you all those details if you want to check it out. And I should have put a link in the description. So if you decide that you want to get one of these or one of these vests, make sure you use my link, all right? Help your boy out. I'm trying to both be a trainer and be a content creator. And every time you hit those links, it helps us to get the next piece of equipment or take some young lady out on a date. But I am putting in work, all right? I'm making these videos, so don't trip. But anyway, this is the Zealous weight vest. It's a 25-pound weight vest. And don't be afraid to wear your weight vest around town. You know, you see a lot of women doing it. I've been a weight vest fan for a long time. The dude that got me into him was my client, Richard. You seen him. He's in Miami now. Probably the most fit athlete that I train. He is a beast. And, you know, he enlightened me on, like, when he started cutting his weight, he was like, I got a trick, man. He's like, I get on a treadmill, put it on the incline, and I just walk. He's like, I know you got a bad knee. Do that. And then, you know, it became a thing for me ever since. But it's a real good way, like, you know, low impact, still have that heart rate up. You hear how, like, if you were talking to me and we were just on the phone, you might ask, like, hey, man, what you doing? You feel like you breathing, you know, a little, you know, aggressively. That's all we need to get a really good cardio workout in and to burn a lot of calories, especially if a lot of you guys and gals are a little bit older. You follow my channel because I'm a 55-year-old personal trainer and you feel like you're looking for some ways to get great cardio in without feeling your knees, lower back, and ankle joints and all these different areas impacting you with your workouts. Do this. And you don't have to own the treadmill. You can have one of these at your home, or you can have one of these out at so many different places where they have treadmills, and a lot of places where you can even use them at a very little and maybe sometimes no fee. If you can go to places like a YMCA and then in places like that where you can get in for free, jump on your treadmill, kind of scout it out, see when the times are least busy, so you know you don't go all the way up there and not have one to use. Obviously, that's one of the benefits of owning one. And you know, you could get a walking pad. The thing I don't love about the walking pad is that you don't get an incline. And boom, my door's about to shut. I gotta go open that up because the keys are in it. Sorry, give me 1 second, y'all. I'm just that I don't know if y'all saw that weight down at the bottom. That was the what do you call that one? The Bowflex. I think it's the 810 or 40 adjustable kettlebell. When I first got it, I liked it more than I like it today. The reason why I don't like it is because it doesn't have that angled kettlebell handle that you used to. And we like to do so many goblet squats and things like that. It gets very difficult for people to hold it both on the wrist and just the forearm straight. So because it's just two straight handles, and it is a significantly different than the normal kettlebell handle that you should have. So as much as I enjoyed that when I first got it, over the course of the years, I really wouldn't suggest that particular model over some of the other ones, just because I think that handle goes a long way when it's curved. Now, if you're here watching the video, do me a favor and reach down there and hit that subscribe button, hit that alert button. And most importantly, if I could get you to leave a comment, let me know somebody watching. I need to make sure if people want to see this kind of content. I decided when I'm just doing this, I'm going to do it in the vertical short feed just because it won't alienate the people who like to watch my channel from a horizontal aspect ratio, as well as to just see more review content. So most likely if I'm doing something like this, you're going to find it here this way. I'm going to do all the food too. I did a bunch of cooking yesterday and cooked a bunch of chicken, and I recorded that. So I'll show y'all what I'm eating. But I can tell you, because it's so simple. Protein, protein, protein. And what I mix in with that protein is I eat a lot of fruit, cantaloupe, watermelon, and apples, some bananas. People a lot of times are going to say, they're like, man, you got to be careful with that fruit. You got all that sugar. And I'll be like, man, show me some of your fat fruit friends. Because you just I'm looking for ways to have something sweet that I feel I can get the natural glucose from. And I'm already not eating crazy, because the other thing that I eat is a lot of chicken. Yesterday, I made 5 pounds. I made 3 bags of from Costco. I get those, like with the chicken drumsticks. There's 3 bags, and I think there was like 30 of them in there. And I just put some salt, pepper, some of that Slap Your Mama seasoning, and then throw them into the air fryer for 13 minutes, flip them another 13 minutes, and that's my snack. I eat those. If I get hungry, I just go in there and I start there. I had that for breakfast this morning, some cold ones. And then I made another 3 bags, same thing, of chicken thighs. And that's what I'll have for lunch and also for dinner. And I do that, I try to get all that really on Sunday and Monday, but on Sunday and Wednesday, because I'll eat what I cook on Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday morning. I'll cook again on Wednesday, and I eat that Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Saturday, I might be a little bit looser with my meal prep, but not much. And then in between that, like I get those bird's eye mixed veggies, eat that. A lot of spinach to go in my eggs, because I eat a ton of eggs. And I have eggs and egg whites. And I eat eggs galore. I make a little spinach omelet. And with the egg whites, I also get the Kirkland brand. And you get 6 boxes for like $11.99. And each one has 50 grams of protein. So I'll take I don't know what the name of that company is. It's a yogurt company, but they also make a creamer, and it's called, I think it's called Choka or Choba or something like that. And I get the creamer, and it's 35 calories for 15 milliliters of of that creamer, and I put a tablespoon in, sometimes two, and that'll give me a really clean, high protein drink with not many calories, and I know exactly what it is. So, and then the other thing that I eat a ton of at this time is ground turkey, and usually I try to get to 98 or 99%, but lean, but I wouldn't hesitate to get 93 if that's all I could get. I see another comment. Let me see what those are real quick. One sec. I hope y'all can still see me. Hey man, y'all be cracking me up with that David Goggins thing. Yeah, that's the name of it. That's the name of it. Nova Chabana. Yeah. Okay. You see your boy on some ghetto stuff. What I call it. Thank you. I'm highlight that comment because I think it's funny. Hold up. Throw that up there. Let that sit up there for a while. That dude is a monster, man. I give him so much respect. He aging gracefully, you know. And man, come on, man. Like, let's think about that for a second, about how good it feels to be able to go for a run, to be able to jump up onto a box. For all you old timers out there, to be able to jump off a box without fearing that you're going to jack something up. This is why we do this. Like, ain't no time to quit working out for, like, there's no reason. This is your lifeline to being able to be a healthier individual for the duration of your time in this state of, in this current state. And I'm just like, I just don't want to get out up because I want to be able to do the things that I could do as a younger man and current man in the future. I want to be able to do those things and what I'm doing right now without being, without feeling like it's so hard, because I just want to age gracefully. I love using that term. And I think that if y'all think about it, if you're not in the position where you're ready to be this way, don't trip, because nobody get there like this overnight. And the one thing I can assure you is I have people come in here every day and tell me how, man, I didn't want to come, but, I just wanted to be accountable. But, I don't feel great today. I'm feeling, my spirits aren't up. I feel weak. 10 minutes into the workout, I see that boom. I see that light. I see that shift. I see somebody getting more excited, feeling better about what they're doing. And I see the workout changing. I see them getting more aggressive with the exercises. And the next thing you know, we going full blown, baby, and everybody feeling good. And when they get ready to leave, I love it because I always get a hug. Boom, somebody locking in like, thanks, man. I feel better. I'm ready to go handle this day. Think about that. Now, you don't send a little kid out. And let me check. I think we got another message. You don't send a little kid out to play and think that they're going to come back and be like, oh, man, I hate that I did that. No, they come back crying like, I don't want to go, because they feel better. That's how this is internally. You may not express it the same way because you're grown now, but that internal feeling that you get from doing the work is something that I know you can ride for the rest of your life. If you get calm, if you do it consistently enough that it becomes commonplace. Let's check out these messages. Mystical, what's up, man? Thank you, bro. Dude, I appreciate how you always popping in for me, man. Thank you for that. Such a blessing to have an able body. I got a better job for caring for it. Exactly. I'm glad. Thank you. I'm so happy that you find these videos encouraging. And honestly, I do reviews because, when I first started my channel, when I started my channel in 2014, but I didn't really use it much. And then when the COVID hit, I got real. And I started off doing like workout videos. And the space was just overly crowded because everybody was at home training and because they couldn't be at the gym. And so I just couldn't break in. And I bought a piece of equipment and it kind of like did really well. So I started doing reviews. And I really do love doing reviews because it's fun to me and I get to show my creative side and I get to, give people a good opportunity to buy the right product for their home. But I much rather be connecting and doing what, helping people get stronger mentally, physically, spiritually, helping people live happier. I mean, who don't like that? Like everybody like the feeling they get when they made somebody feel good. You go up and you haven't seen your parents for a while and you go over their house and you surprise them and they're like, oh, it's Rex, it's mystical, although I know that ain't your real name. It's Nava, they feel good and you feel good. Like I did the right thing today. I came and visited my parents or, my little kid, I surprised them and, came home with, their favorite, one of them a little squishy or I don't know, whatever. You know what it's like to make somebody feel good. And as a trainer and as somebody who has a platform like this, I love when I see y'all jump in these comments and, and interact with me because I know you're here for a reason. And most likely, I'm trying to make it the reason is that you're going to get something better out of when you came here, opposed to if you hadn't have made it at all. So I don't know, I'm rambling, but hey man, I'm hanging out, getting my first workout in, and I'm going to show y'all how I cut this weight. And that way, nobody can say, oh man, you can't do it, especially if you 55 or under, because you watching somebody your age or older do something that a lot of people make excuses for and say they can't do it. Now, the biggest thing is, how did I let myself get here? Yeah, I had a jacked up knee and I had some documented stomach issues y'all know about. That didn't mean I had to let it go to this pace. All right, I should have stayed. I could have done it. I know how to do it, but I was on some woe is me stuff and I was basically too in my head about the fact that I couldn't do things instead of doing things that I could do. I ain't never stopped lifting, but I'm taking it easy, just lifting heavy, doing bro splits. If you don't know what those are, that's where you pick a different body part every day. Chest Monday, back Tuesday, leg Wednesday, shoulders Thursday, abs and arms on Friday, take a break Saturday, or maybe split those last 2 days into Friday and Saturday. But that's a lot easier than like what I'm doing today. When I come in here later and I do my workout, it's gonna be all hang cleans and it's gonna be aggressive. And I know I'm gonna burn a bunch of calories. I'm gonna work some major body components and I'm gonna get a really phenomenal workout in. If you wanna see the full body workout that I did one of those and I live streamed that on Monday and you can check that out. And it's called like Simple Full Body Workout. And it'll show you that workout. And I'll do something like that similarly on Friday. So let me check the comments real quick. Yeah, okay. Everybody chilling. It's a few of y'all on. I appreciate you for being here. We 28 minutes in and I feel good. Like I said, simple workout, simple walk. I'm just walking at an incline 6, speed 3.5. and I'm getting all I need. And sometimes I just take the vest out. I'm working and I don't want to, it's easy for me to just do this for the time that I had open, opposed to going on the walking route where I'm outside, like it's just easier. But I do love wearing my vest outside and going to the store with it and feeling like, I'm too old to worry about how I look from others. I've already been blessed to be able to let go of the ego part of life. And I'm not worried about how somebody else perceive what I'm doing, how I'm doing it, how I sound. One of the biggest blessings in my life has been this YouTube channel, because it really helped me, and my training business, obviously, because when I start working for myself, I could be unapologetically exactly who I am. And the minute that you're able to do that, you're going to be able to be the best person you could be for each and every individual that ever come past yourself. Because you're getting the authentic you. You're getting the person that you are internally, externally. And a lot of times we code switching. Okay, so check this out. My son is mixed. Half white, half black. He's 7. He was here with me for a month, 6 weeks, no, 5 weeks, this summer. He always come for the summer. And his mother told me, she was like, I was cracking up. She was like, you and Xander, we like to play I play Roblox with him. She was like, you two on the phone. And I kept hearing him say ain't. And she was like, it would make me laugh because he don't say that when he's not talking to you. And I was like, and then we was both talking about it, like, dude code switching, and he don't know he don't got to do that. You his mama, and you don't got to do it no way. And I know a lot of y'all, may not be black, but man, obviously there's some things that we do at work because we around different people and things like that. But it's a little bit higher level of that when you black, just because, you guys probably good. Y'all loving me. Y'all coming to my channel. But it's people that's afraid of me when they see me and stuff like that. I'm not a big guy, nothing like that. They just inherently have been trained to feel that way or whatever. I ain't tripping on it, all right? I'm just talking. But it's so nice when I was able to start just being me, and just like everybody got to get used to hearing me talk the way I talk, walk the way I walk. You know how black people be, you know what I'm saying? I got a little something extra, Well, that's how we do, But we ain't, everybody different. And I like being different, It's a blessing. See if we got any comments down there real quick as we getting close to the end of this session. Yes, exactly. Man, how sweet juicy. Sweet juicies. I don't think we see. Yeah, we are. That's it. It's just swag, right? Thanks for getting me going with the walk, heading to the garage for some weights. Hey, Rex, have a great workout, man. Have a great workout, man. I so appreciate you. That Rex is leaving now, but he inspired me so much when he came and spoke to me at Home Gym Con 2025. It's so weird when you walk in and somebody is like, hey, I watch your channel. And I got this small channel, and this other, there's other people so big. He just made me feel good because he has such good words. And at the end, he was like, man, stay blessed. And I love when people are able to confirm that, they blessings and talk about being blessed and their spirituality, because that's another thing that a lot of people hiding these days. But I like that. Yeah, so yeah, man. Overall, y'all, I'm gonna be leaving in a few minutes because I'll have a client coming in about 5 minutes, but we're gonna close it out here. We are 33 minutes in. And it's a little swag to it. And but I'm so happy that I could just be me and people still follow my channel. and still respect me. And we don't have to be somebody else, because I feel like that's going to create the best employee, the best friend, you know, best lover. So that's what's up. I hope everybody is mature enough and advanced enough in their own shoes that they could feel me on that without feeling like I'm trying to create separation, because that's the last thing I'm trying to do. I'm trying to create connections through allowing people to see me for who I am. Ah, yeah, feel good. This shirt gonna be sweated out in the back. That's the one thing about wearing these weight vests. You know, you wear it around in town, you pull that mug off, you gonna have a big sweat patch on your back. That's unavoidable. But to me, it's like a free workout. Jump up, walk for 35, 40 minutes. Everybody, I don't have time for that. Man, shut up. Because everybody got time. It's just, do they want to make it? It's 24 hours in a day. And I start having people plot out their day and find, oh yeah, I was watching my phone, flicking on my phone when I woke up. I got up at 6, flicked around looking at Instagram for probably a half hour. That was your workout. Okay. But like, man, people are like, you seen this show? Nah, dog, I don't really got time. I got a full-time personal trainer, and I'm also a content creator. I don't have time to binge out on shows. But you do telling me about 2, 3, 4 different series, documentaries and all this, but you can't find time to get your workout or your cardio in for the day. And you telling me that you need a drug to lose weight. Holla if y'all hear me. All right. I know when that clock hit 10:15, I got 1 minute left. And at that point, I'm going to jump off because it's 1 minute fast. And I'm going to get ready because, like I said, I got a client walking in here any minute now. I got 13 seconds. Then I'm going to come over, check the comments, vibe with y'all for a second, and then sign out. All right. All right, I'm done, and I see she walking in. Don't go right there for a second. Come on in. I'm live right here. That's Jenny coming in here. Come on in. I just know that you're gonna be on camera. So let me check. Let's see. Okay, yeah, look like we good caught up on comments. So we good there. Let me just say, look, y'all, thank you for coming. I'm gonna be doing these up until December. So I'm gonna show y'all this route. And if y'all have comments about it, just reach down there in the comments. You can also hit me at info@usawafitness.com. Or, you can just hit me in any other social media platforms that I'm on. I got back on TikTok, so you can hit me there too, TikTok and Instagram at Usawa Fitness. Hey, until next time, stay blessed, stay motivated, and stay fit. Love and peace, everybody. Ow.